Good morning. I'm getting ready to edit this video and realize there was a couple of things I didn't mention. One was our bees. We have two sets. We got one set last year and one this year. And when we got the one this year, my in-laws had got a set as well. And they're down with all the fruit trees. So we're hoping to be able to split one of our sets and get them a second set next year. They are part of the homestead and I wanted to make sure y'all knew about them. And the second thing was, I was going to mention, if you want to see how the garden looked at the beginning of summer or how our animals were looking at the beginning of summer, check out the two videos linked in the bottom. Good, beautiful morning, friends. Welcome back to Brinker Family Farm. My name is Julie and welcome. We are a family of 8 living in Northeast Ohio, and today I'm giving you an end of summer showing of our homestead. This year our family has experienced a lot of growth. In April we had our 6th baby and we got a puppy, some cows, new chickens. We had turkeys and broilers at the same time, and that was just all in April. Right now we are down to 2 cows in our layers. The turkeys and the broilers have gone off to the butcher in our freezer, so those projects are done and our garden is getting wrapped up. We're still getting a good bit of tomatoes. A lot of the other things have already been preserved and taken care of, and which is good because now we've got apples and grapes coming on as well. Today I'm going to walk around and I'm going to give you a quick view of the animals, and then we're going to show you how the garden fared out this year. Alright, so right here is Otis. He's the first puppy we got this spring, and then these are our new layers. They're due to get moved. This is our new setup for moving chickens out in the yard. Bo built it for us. It also had the broilers in it and had the turkeys for a little while until they had gotten too tall. These chicks will be going into this new pen. That's the next project on the list now that we've gotten a few other things done around the house we're working on as well. Alright, these are our 2 cows. The one on the left is going to the butcher at the end of April, and the one on the right we're hoping to keep for breeding. One on the right, her name is Glory. She gets a name because she's staying with us for a little while. One on the left, I think they named her T-Bone or something silly because she's going to the freezer. Yeah, did she get your hand? Yeah, all right. Our original layers are 2 years old. We're enjoying them a lot more right now because we got rid of the rooster. We had a rooster. I really wanted to be able to hatch eggs or have the chickens sit on some eggs and hatch them on their own, but he was awfully ornery and awfully mean. But the day we took the turkeys last week, he went and he is now in the freezer and not causing any more concern, and we can freely let these ones out without any problems. They're actually quite friendly, and we are enjoying them a lot more right now. Alright, so the first step is a row of bromas. These were all volunteer plants. I have an entire row full. I need to come out and pick. And then beside them I have cardboard with some mulch, and has really been helping these plants and has helped with the weeds so very much. I'm very happy with it. Hi chickies. Good thing this is just flowers that they're dusting in. Alright, so behind me is our beautiful, we're calling it like our Pollinator Patch. There's been some beautiful butterflies showing up and enjoying this, and like I just showed that little bumblebee, and the bees have been loving it as well. I'm 5'3", and this Cosmo is taller than I am. We've had a few real tall ones in this batch. The bed behind me is our first actual bed that has produce in it. Those first 2 were only flowers and a play area for the kids as well. This bed had green beans, some other beans I was trying. I don't remember what they were called. We had cucumbers. There's different kinds we were trying out. Cucumbers were really liking this area a whole lot more. This bed gets that early evening shade, which is really good for the cucumbers. I found they thrive in that area. These are Jade green beans. They do really wonderful. We enjoy them a lot. I need to come back through and pick a few. Here's what's left of our cucumber patch. You can tell they are spent. It's been hot, and we haven't had as much rain, and we haven't been out to water, and they're getting done. I had radishes and turnips through here. They're not our favorite. I just need to come out and pull them. Next up is our carrots, and down at that end, oh, right there and show you. These were all volunteer plants. I need to come through and finish picking the rest of them and pull out these plants as well. Lots of the white scalloped type squashes, or patty pans they're also called. And then we've hit our red beet section. I will be pickling these as soon as I get a minute. I planted a lot of red beets this year. I didn't have hardly any last year, and I was really missing the pickled beets. I love those. Also have some onions growing and a couple of potatoes. They're coming along real nicely. You can tell I missed something. I've been out here for a few days. These guys got big. Got some yellow squash. This bed was full of different kinds of squashes. There's a yellow, some more of that patty pan. We got some spaghetti squash. Let's see. They need harvested and put away for the winter. What I'm most excited about are these Hubbards. These make really good pies, and they make really good substitute for pumpkin. So I use them a lot for pumpkin pies and pumpkin rolls. At the front of the squash bed, I planted a lot of tomatoes and peppers up through here, and they were the bigger slicer ones that I had. And I also have a lot of calendula. I've been trying to harvest and dry to make salves, which I'm hoping to be able to start selling real soon. Is our pear trees. We actually have a little bit on there, mostly enough for eating. I don't know that I really have enough to can or do anything else with this year. Then behind me is our sad patch of watermelon and cantaloupe. We are going to get a little bit, but it's not going to be as much. We got a few of these coming on. Alright, next up is our little tomatoes. A lot of these plants were given to us. So if you are like me and you have like an abundance of these littler tomatoes, even the ones that are like quarter size or kind of a bit half dollar size, a little bit bigger, they make a wonderful roasted cherry tomato sauce. Got to check that video out. I just did it a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to be making some more. Find some corn. Yep. Alright, so the bed behind us, we've got some more Jade beans. We have lots of corn. We had lots of corn. We were able to share some, and we preserved a whole lot. It's in the freezer. I even canned a little bit. The thing with corn is you have to pressure can it, so that takes a little bit longer time. But got it done. I even got a batch of corn relish made. Next year I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm making some notes so I don't forget what I did and what I want to tweak a little bit. But overall, this was our best corn year we've had yet. This is Eliana's side. She's got some beautiful little sunflowers, and she also has some really beautiful zinnias. And then look at these wild pumpkins. I'm going to show you where they are in just a minute. They have been growing all over. We got them clear up here. Craziness. And then down here we've got some beautiful Indian corn that the girls are growing. This other side is Eliza's. This little section through here is Eliana's, and then through here was Matthew's. Poor guy, he wanted some special peppers, and all he's getting is some bananas. But pretty decent harvest we'll be able to get from them. Some beautiful Indian corn growing, some beans. So we're at the middle section, we've just seen the girls. Now we have some corn, and then back here is our pumpkin section. And those vines are growing clear from plants down there, all the way up to the front. We've had some good years with pumpkins, some not so good. The squash bugs and the vine borers are what is usually hindering our pumpkins from doing so well. But this year is a good year. I'm just finding a few good ones to show you. There's a green one right in there. There's some more growing. There's some more growing in through here. They're just all over. I'm so excited to be able to decorate. Very excited to decorate for fall. But yeah, see this right here? That's definitely some vine borers going after that, and that's what kills your plants. We've made it to the last bed. This is our potato patch. Up in the front, some potatoes we planted later, plus some green beans, also more of the Jade. Our plants are really died back, so they are ready to be dug up. Mom! Yeah, she's finding a couple. And a Darcy. And an Otis. We got sister. Oh, look how nice that one is. That's a good one. Thanks, honey. Alright, the last thing I gotta show you in our garden tour is the potatoes. Bo had went to our local hardware store that also sells our chicken food that we purchased for the chickens and the turkeys. It's non-GMO, we like it a lot. And they had potatoes that were free because they were at the end of season and you can't carry those over to next planting season. So he brought home 130 pounds of potatoes and planted them, and I'm gonna show you how well they are looking. They actually, I believe, all of these potatoes grew out of all of that. So we'll see what we end up digging up because he just kind of put them in. They were really soft and mushy and we didn't know how well they would do. But so far we've got this lots of lush and green. We'll see what we are able to harvest. We'll see what's able to be harvested out of it. And the pumpkins are going through and heading on out as well. Behind me is like my favorite spot in the garden. I was wanting it the whole length of the garden, maybe next year. I've got sunflowers and some zinnias and they're looking so beautiful. I'm hoping to get a picture of the kids by them real soon before the sunflowers start fading on us. Last but not least, our hoop house. That is coming up soon. We're getting the plastic ordered and I'm hoping to get some fall stuff started in it. Oh, and I wanted to say one more thing. I don't know if you noticed between our potato patch we had put hay down. That was a lifesaver. Next year we're putting it over all of it just to help with the weeds. It helped keep them down so much. Get yourself some hay or some straw. Make sure there's no spray on it. It's from the field right behind us and the guys hadn't sprayed nothing on it, so we know it's pure. Nothing's been done to it that could hinder the growth of our produce. It did us a big favor and saved us a lot of back work getting that down. So it is definitely going throughout much of the garden next year. Alright guys, well we're gonna go harvest some things. It is getting hot. We're at the end of August and it's giving us some heat today. Alright guys, until next time, bye now.